Hello everyone. Thundelarra is in the middle of a share purchase plan, as you probably know. I thought it would be a good opportunity to give you all a quick overview of why we are doing this now and what the upside might be if we have success with the programs at both Red Boar and at Garden Gully, where we're doing gold drilling. As you know, the share purchase plan was priced at 5 cents. The previous price before we announced it was 6.1 cents, so that was a 20% discount, which is the maximum that we're allowed to reduce the price to under law. We wanted to give every shareholder the opportunity to participate in what we think is one of the most exciting times that we've come across over the last 4 years or so, particularly at Red Boar with the target that we have there. You'll all know that Red Boar is part or very close to the DeGrussa copper-gold system that is Sandfire's operation at the moment. And they had a recent discovery last year at Monty as well, which has added significant value to both them and their partner Talisman. We believe that the operation at Red Boar and the drilling that we want to do at the Gossan prospect at 600, 700 metres vertical depth has immense potential geologically to deliver possibly another VMS lens of the sort that was at DeGrussa and also at Monty. If you've seen our previous videos, you'll recognise this magnificent prop, the golden stick that tried to indicate the style of mineralisation that we thought we had at Gossan. We thought we were following pipes down to a deeper primary source at depth, and what we are now finding is that this has been replaced as we've got further information, and we now have a better understanding of what an equally valid explanation may be, and that is our current target. What we are now looking at is the mineralisation at Gossan, the near surface 7 metres at 28% copper, is most likely a remobilised expression, a pipe of remobilised chalcopyrite, and the significance of that is that you only get chalcopyrite if it's come from chalcopyrite. That might sound obvious, but you can get copper mineralisation called supergene, which is the beautiful green malachite or the blue azurite or chalcocite, which can be very, very high grade, 20–30%, but it doesn't necessarily represent a primary body at depth. That is not the case with chalcopyrite. If you've got chalcopyrite near surface, as we have, it has to have come from something deeper. The issue previously was we hoped it might be pipes, hence the stick, but what we're now saying is that it may have come from a larger body at depth that has been remobilised, which means squeezed and pressed up through faults or fractures to form in a structural location where we have it now. We were trying to establish what might have been that cause, and when we reprocessed the gravity data that was initially done 5–6 years ago, and because when it was done it so closely represented the magnetic data at surface, which is why we didn't investigate it deeper at the time, the reprocessing of the data has allowed us to generate a target that you will have seen in the recent announcements and the video that appears to be 600 metres depth that we think may well represent a VMS lens. All the information that we have derived to date, the geological information, the textures of the rocks and the very nature that we have chalco at surface suggests that this is a target that we have to drill, have to explore. One way perhaps of being able to give you an indication of what this could mean is to give you examples from history over the last 10–12 years of companies that have explored and got excessively high uplifts on the back of exploration discovery results. If we go back to late 2001, Minotaur discovered Prominent Hill. They were subsequently taken over by Oxiana, but what that delivered to shareholders was a 2,190% increase. Next example, in late 2004, Falcon. Falcon went from 14.5 cents and a market cap of 18 million to $1.47 and $183 million market cap, 10 times uplift in the space of several months. Next example probably is the Sandfire example that you all know very well in mid-2009. 100% of the DeGrussa copper gold project. Share price went from 7 cents to $4.05 in the first pass. That's a 58 times uplift. As I say, they hit $4.05, but the high in the next stage was $8.34. That's the sort of return that we're hoping we can emulate with the exploration we're doing at Gossan. Sirius, mid-2012, the Nova-Bollinger nickel discovery. Again, they held 100% of that project. Share price before discovery went from 5.1 cents and a market cap of 8 million to $3.27, 64 times uplift, 6,400%. Talisman's share price went from 13.5 cents to 78.5 at its high, 6 times uplift. And again, the market cap went from 20 million to 117 million, 6 times uplift. The examples I've just given you show one of the main reasons why Thundelarra would rather do it its own way at the moment. The Falcon and Talisman examples, in which case both of those, they had 30% interest in the project that the discovery was made. They got $100 to $150 million uplift in the market cap for the discovery. When you look at Sirius or Sandfire or the other ones like Prominent Hill, you're getting up to $1 billion. Both Sirius and Sandfire hit $1 billion on the back of their discoveries. I would rather that we kept our 90% interest, did the exploration work ourselves, with the possibility of delivering those sort of returns. We have a very real target at the moment that we're very excited about, and we're going to be drilling that in the next couple of months. If any of you need any more information, please go to our website, www.thundelarra.com.au, or please give me a call. I'm happy to talk to any shareholders. Thank you for your interest.